This is going to be a very exciting episode for me. I think it's very interesting. We're going to talk about two cryptos. One is Hedera, which I've talked about a lot. You're probably very familiar with, a layer one making all kinds of advancements. The second one I'm going to talk about is called Swarm, and they're working together. And Swarm is a very small real-world asset tokenization platform. They are tokenizing stocks. That, to me, is the future. There's no question to me that everything will be tokenized, particularly stocks, which has a lot of benefits. They've done it on a couple different layers. They're integrating it into Hedera. Let's talk about that. First thing I should say, my disclaimer, I'm a big dumb animal. Don't do what I do. Informational purposes only. If you're interested in buying Swarm, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take any advice from me ever on anything, crypto or other related, especially shampoo. Swarm's available on, I believe, Uniswap and also on MEXC. If you see here, I've got links where you can get bonuses and extras on MEXC, BitUnix, iTrust Capital, and also stay to the end and you can listen to my spiel about my crypto school. Okay, so the information came out about, I think it was August 15th, where Hedera mentions an acceleration of institutional grade RWAs on Hedera with Swarm Markets bringing tokenized stocks. Initially Apple, Tesla, gold, and I believe also MicroStrategies. So let's first get into the benefits of it. Then I'll tell you where they are in the implementation of it, and then we'll discuss the pricing. Why this is different from other stock exchanges, available 24/7. So you don't have to wait for markets to open. Of course, there's many markets throughout the world. Many of them have certain hours, and then they have before trading and after trading hours. Will be 24/7, and that's one of the main benefits, and there's many benefits. But obviously, if you're going to utilize a new technology like crypto and you're going to apply it to a current industry like stock trading, there has to be a reason. You don't just do it just to do it. There's got to be some benefit to it, whether it be because of transparency or privacy or security or speed, whatever it is, has to be benefits. Here's one, 24/7 trading, Saturday, Sunday, whenever you want to do it. Fully asset-backed and insolvency protected. In other words, 1-to-1. So when you're buying that particular token, it's going to represent a share and it's going to be backed 1-for-1. Programmable for DeFi. This is huge. Okay, not only is it great that we can access these stocks instantaneously, we can hold them within our wallets, self-custody. And then, since they're programmable for DeFi, you can probably come up with a million ways you can use it. However, just right off the bat, collateral. A typical borrow lend, you go in, you put up collateral. You put up your cryptocurrency, you over-collateralize, and then you take a loan against it. I did a long video with one of the CEO and the co-founder of Bonzo on Hedera and how exactly that works. Eventually, as you can probably see, you'll be able to put up your stock, if it's tokenized, as collateral. Just like you would use stock to get a margin loan with a broker. So this just opens up the world to make it much easier to debank. I love debanking. And two, to be able to have everything within your control. When I was a kid, believe it or not, I would take the money I made from mowing lawns. I couldn't drive yet. My mother, I would call up the broker. My mother opened an account for me. And when I bought stocks, I would have to call in my order. And then I'd have to get a check. It may have been a cashier's check. And then she had to drive me there. And then I had to hand it to him. That's how old I am. And then eventually we could buy, as we all know, stocks and everything online. But then, of course, there's the T+2. There's settlement. It doesn't settle right away, even though you buy it right away. That's why sometimes you can't access or utilize your funds within a brokerage within a certain time period, or they'll penalize you because that money, while it's sitting there, the transaction hasn't fully settled yet. So current brokerages still have a delay. So there's going to be much more efficient markets when you can buy and sell instantaneously with no settlement delays. Now, they do have this caveat. So listen to this. A Hedera smart contract is going to trigger a buy or sell order in real markets. Users can decide, do you want to wait and have the settlement the delay and your stable coins paid to you? And would you prefer, or I should say, or would you prefer to have instant redemptions on Hedera via the redemption pool, and you may have to pay a little more to have that benefit? So to me, this is the future, and Swarm is doing it. And they're implementing on Hedera for many reasons. On CoinMarketCap, it's number 1182. Look at this market cap, 9 million. Fully diluted value, only 17 million. That is incredibly small market cap. Uniswap, MEXC, and some others. Again, there's a link down below. MEXC, you can get a bonus if you use my link. They have a competition going on right now, so you can earn additional bonuses. But you got to use that link below. Okay, this is their pricing over all time for the entire time they've been out. It was in January of 24 timeframe. They were up around $1.34 was their high. I believe now it looks like they're at like 11 cents. Recently, within the last week, they were like 7 cents. Now, if you go to the Swarm site, they tell you how it works, just like any other one. You cannot be, I should say, in the U.S. It's right now outside of the U.S. 100% asset backed and compliant. Of course, with stocks, there's all kinds of regulations. They're going to have to be compliant everywhere. They want people to be able to use this. And usually the U.S. has the most stringent, as we all know, the most stringent requirements that they're going to have to meet in order to be able to provide this to people in the U.S., but it will be coming eventually. You can see here again the markets you can purchase it on. Let's launch their app. When you do, you can see how simple it is to trade. We'll go to trade. USDC. Let's say you connect your wallet. And right now, they've got Polygon Ethereum base. Hedera is not showing up yet. You come over here and you say, all right, I've got USDC. What do I want to buy? Check this out. You drop it down. And you've got, of course, gold if you're interested, but stocks. Apple, Nvidia, Intel, Microsoft. It goes on and on. This is obviously the future. Now, with respect to Hedera, it's not currently operating on Hedera yet. They're integrating it now. So, one, I'm assuming that there will be a point in time when the Swarm interface will allow you to use, hopefully, I would assume, Hedera as a drop-down and also connect a Hedera wallet. So that should be coming soon when they have a full integration with the Swarm as well as with a Hedera wallet. And then I would assume you're going to purchase it or obtain it through something like a saucer swap or an exchange operates on the Hedera network so that you can then purchase these various assets and hold them within your wallet. So if you're watching this around the August timeframe, anywhere near August 15th, it hasn't yet been integrated. It's going to be. Maybe it's on a test net. I don't know the details, but it's coming soon. And that is real world assets, not just talked about, but the actual stock sitting within your wallet, tokenized and available to use with any of the networks that want to integrate it, like a saucer swap, a Bonzo, you name it, on the Hedera network. Fascinating. Regarding pricing, I have no idea where this can go, but the fact that they're already on, I guess, Polygon and Ethereum, and now they're coming to Hedera, a 10 million market cap, almost 20 million fully diluted, to me is not much. We're going to see where this goes, but make your own financial decision. If you're looking at real world asset tokenization and you're interested, I would say if you also really like Hedera and you're in that ecosystem, then this is one you might want to take a closer look at. It's very early, but they have executed it successfully, and now it's going to be integrated on Hedera. Hope this was helpful. Like I always say, hope you make generational wealth together with crypto, and please listen to my crypto school. Have a great day. Love how I break things down? Then hop into my crypto school. You'll get step-by-step courses on everything: buying, selling, staking for yield, borrowing, lending, even going fully debanked. Plus, join lively crypto chats and catch my daily market updates. And lastly, if you just want to help support the channel, there's a join button just below this video.